everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm coming to you fairly barefaced here because I am going to show you today my favorite makeup brushes and also how I like to use them. So I've got some puppies joining me today for my video, so let's go ahead and get started. I already have foundation, concealer, a little bit of mascara, and my eyebrows done. Next on my list is contouring. So for contouring, my very favorite makeup brush is this one here. This is the Scott Barnes 6'8" foundation brush. So technically it's made for all over your face and it's fantastic for that also. Woo! Did you all see that lightning? It's totally storming here. But this is fantastic for all over your face foundation, but I love it for stippling in cream contour. Okay, so I look crazy at this point, but here, I'll show you how this brush just blends like a dream. All you have to do is just stipple that cream and it blends right in. And I kind of like to pinch the bristles of the brush. Hi Mocha. I like to pinch the bristles of the brush just to give me a tiny bit more narrow of a shape. Because I don't have a very big face and having a more narrow shape right here is perfect for getting right underneath my cheekbone. And so then on the edges, I do this buffing motion. And it just blends everything in so seamlessly. And if you're doing any kind of bronzer, cream contour, anything like that, make sure you blend into your hairline, because otherwise it looks like you just have on an orange mask. But see how easily that just blended in and gave me that nice contour. It was just so fast. I even have a little underneath my lip. A little trick to make your lips look just a little bit bigger. I have thin little lips, so I need all the help I can get. And off camera, I put on my cream highlighter down the center of my nose and then up just to highlight my forehead. So just stipple your way to perfection. And with this brush, it is just so easy. And again, Scott Barnes is a cruelty-free brand, so these are all synthetic bristles, but they are so soft. And it's such an easy brush to work with. All right. So the brush that I used for the cream highlight on my face was this one. This is from Real Techniques. This is their All Over Expert Face Brush. This is a great brush because it's very, very densely packed. So you can see just how full this brush is. It's fantastic for moving cream products that are a little bit more stiff. So like my cream highlight, this just kind of moves that cream and manipulates it where I need it to go. This is also a fantastic brush for an all-over foundation application as well. So my next favorite brush has already made an appearance on my channel, but I want to share it one more time just because it's that good. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. And this has a nice rounded top to it, which it's made for setting the under eye, but I love it for highlight. So I'm going to take my Scott Barnes palette and show you how easy it is to use this brush. I use circular motions and I try not to get right here on my face, just with my face shape, because I have a lot of roundness here to my face. I don't want that highlighted. So I try to stay right here on top of the cheekbone and kind of doing swiping motions like this, but also doing circular motions to blend so you don't just have a harsh line. And then I also go up and around the eyebrow. And make sure that you go all the way back. All the way back to the hairline with that highlight. And at this point, I will show you my next favorite tool, which are my hands. I love to use my hands for applying my foundation and my concealer. There's just nothing quite like it that I've found that I love as much, that I can get as even of an application of the foundation and concealer and can really put it where I need it. And it's also wasting less product because there's not a sponge soaking it up or a brush soaking it up as well. So I'm going to take my ring finger and use this Scott Barnes palette. I'm going to take the colors Twilight Sand and Pink Crush, mix them together. This is also what I did for my highlight colors today. And put that on my eyelid. Always use your ring finger when applying eyeshadow because it's the finger with the softest touch. And you always want to be gentle with the skin around your eyes so you're not pulling and tugging. And I always go just a tiny bit underneath my eye as well, just because it kind of opens and brightens up the eye area. And this time I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush again, and I'm actually going to go right underneath the brow bone. Now it looks like I'm putting tons of highlighter on right now, which I am, but it's not as crazy as it looks because of the lighting that I'm using today. Sorry if the video is just a little bit darker today. I am relying on some natural light, and like I said earlier, it's storming like crazy. So I'm going to take a little bit of Sugar Rush from the Scott Barnes palette. This is also great for just precise blush application. And then it's also great. I'm going to take Pink Crush and go down the top of my nose here, and then right at the very tip, and on the Cupid's bow, my lip. And I'm going to go ahead and take Easy Glowing and bronze up the chest area because I am as pasty as they come and I need all of that glow. Again, using circular motions so you're not getting any harsh lines. All right, that looks good. So my next favorite brush is an eyeshadow brush. This guy here is another one from Scott Barnes. You'll see a theme. I love Scott Barnes brushes because they are fantastic. They are absolutely worth the money. They are so soft. Every brush that you're going to get, you're going to love. This is the Eye Winger brush, or number 6'3". It has a very interesting shape to the head of the brush. It has that angle, and it's fantastic for getting right on the edge of your eye for eyeshadow. I personally have a hard time with blending here because I tend to go outside here, and it makes my eyes look more kind of down instead of up because I have eyeshadow blended out here where it shouldn't be for my eye shape. So This is a great brush to start with to get that outer corner defined, kind of get that line, and then you can go in and buff and blend. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take my very beloved Naked 2 palette from Urban Decay. I'm gonna go into the color Tease, and I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm gonna go in with the corner part down towards my lash line, and I'm just gonna naturally see, make sure I'm showing you all, naturally see where I want my eyeshadow to kind of wing out. See how it left that line? So back the corner to the lash line, and blend outwards. And I'm not using circular motions here, I'm just using a dragging motion. And if they're not 100% even, it's fine, because you can kind of go back and buff it out. See, this side is more out and this side's more up, that's fine. I'm gonna make this side go more out to match the other side, which I'm gonna use this color Tease eyeshadow for the rest of my eye look anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna have that color eyeshadow there in this look anyway. I'm also going to take this eye winger brush from Scott Barnes, and I'm gonna go back into the color Tease, and I'm just going to put this right flatways into my crease. It is so soft. And it just lays down that color nice and easily. And these brushes blend color so well. All right, so now that I have that initial color application laid down, I'm gonna go back into Tease with my next Scott Barnes brush, which is the crease brush. This is number 62 from the Scott Barnes line. And this has just kind of a tapered end to it, which is great for getting right into the crease. Blends like a dream. If you want to try Scott Barnes brushes, get this one first. It is amazing. You're going to absolutely love it. Right. So you can see just how easily this brush blends out. Let's see if I can get the good lighting here for you all to see. So I'm going into the Tease color from my Naked 2 palette, which is kind of like a cool brown, cool medium tone brown. And this brush, I mean, basically all you have to do is put it on your eyelid and it does the work for you. Yeah. This brush is amazing. And again, so soft, cruelty free. You cannot go wrong with Scott Barnes. And with this brush, I use little circular motions, and I also do the windshield wiper motion. So now I'm going to start on the lower lash line. This is another one of my favorites, but this is from E.L.F. This is the Smudge brush, and it is great. It has really densely packed bristles, and they're very short, which is awesome for getting right underneath the lash line, which is what I'm going to show you next. So I'm going to take Tease again from my Naked 2 palette and go right underneath the lash line with the color Tease and just blend. And again, using very soft pressure underneath the eyes, make sure to tap off the excess. Go right underneath that lash line and even connect it up to the upper eyeshadow. And I'm going to take the next color, which I'm going to use Busted here. Just take a tiny bit and go right, I would say, in the outer third of the lower lash line. And this will just give you a nice amount of definition without making your eyes look really dark. So this is a great little brush from E.L.F. E.L.F. is always super affordable. They're also cruelty free, so synthetic brush hairs. I think this brush was like $4. Seriously, go buy this brush if you don't have it. It is so good for underneath the lash line. The next brush I'm going to use, I don't know if they make anymore, but you can find a brush that's very similar to this one at Real Techniques, Eco Tools, and Sonia Kashuk. You can find this brush. It is just a small, slightly tapered crease brush. It's shorter brush hairs than the Scott Barnes one. This is from Pur Minerals. I've had this brush for probably 10 years. This is the utility brush, and let me show you why I love it. I'm going to take Busted again, like I used on the lower third of my lash line, right in this outer corner of my eye. So I'm going to kind of go up from my lash line and go a little bit out this way. Hi, Kobe. Hi. How you doing, buddy? I love you too. Hi. Hi, baby. So see how it just gave my eye just a little bit of definition there. And I love it because it's pretty precise. So I kind of almost make a V shape, angling at the base of the lash line, meeting up where we made that first line with the Scott Barnes winger brush, and going into the outside of the crease. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take the crease brush from Scott Barnes, and I am just going to go along kind of this top bit of my eyelid and just make sure everything is just nice and blown out and blended, that there are no harsh lines. Sorry if you can hear my puppies wrestling in the background. They've decided it's playtime. And I'm going back in with the color tease where I used for my transition shade, just to make sure everything is all smooth and blended. So the next brush on the list is my very favorite eyeliner brush, which is from the Balm. And this, again, I don't think they make it anymore because I literally got it like 10 years ago, but you can use any eyeliner brush that has kind of shorter bristles. It's a pretty small little brush here, but it has very soft bristles. So you want something that's not hard, that's not scratchy. And again, this is a cruelty-free brand called the Balm, and this is a great brush, but again, I don't think they make it, but you will be able to find a really good eyeliner brush like this from, again, like I said, places like Real Techniques and Sonia Kashuk. So I'm going to go into, from my Naked 2 palette, I'm going to go into Blackout. And what I'm going to do is just go in. See if I can do this on camera. I've never done this before, so pray for me. Okay, I guess I can still see. And I'm just going to use the eyeshadow as a liner. Gives you a little bit of a softer look than an actual eyeliner, but it still gives you that definition. And I would say I probably went about halfway onto my lash line. I didn't do the full line just because I like the open eye look, and I think that doing liner just halfway and out makes my eyes look a little bit more bright and open. So you can see just how easily this brush is applying that shadow. Very soft, very easy, and you're done like that. I'm going to top it off with a little bit more mascara in the lower lashes. I try not to make a weird face when I put on mascara, but we all make one. Alright, and that is my makeup look completed. No. No. Oh no. Look. Look. Good boys. So a few honorable mentions of some of my favorite tools that I've used, that I used even today, but that I used before I started the video. My Real Techniques sponge. You can see it has a nice angle here, which is great for getting underneath the eye. You can also use this for foundation if you get it damp, but I prefer to use it dry, which is a little bit of a controversy. It's a little controversial to use a dry sponge, but what I like to do is I like to get my my setting powder, and I just go with this tip right underneath the eyes, and it works so well just to brighten up, to set your concealer. It is just the perfect shape. And these brushes, or these sponges, are a lot more inexpensive than a beauty blender. Again, this is the brand Real Techniques. And last but certainly not least is a good eyebrow brush. This guy here is from Sonia Kashuk, and what I love about her brushes is they actually come with these protectors on the ends that come off. So on one side you have a fairly firm angle brush, which is great for getting brow-like hair strokes where your brows maybe are a tiny bit thin like mine. And then the opposite side is a spoolie, which is great for brushing your brow hairs up and making everything full and in place. This guy is not expensive. Again, the brand is Sonia Kashuk, cruelty-free as well. It's the best brow brush I've ever had. So if you need one, go get this one. So that is it for my video for today. I hope you all enjoyed seeing some of my favorite makeup brushes and how I like to use them. These are fantastic brushes. I will have the names of the brushes down in the description box below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, ring the bell, and also hit the like button. Also, let me know what other videos that you would like to see in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.